So people, if you can turn on your screen, please turn on your screen. Let's do some exercise. I know you're already sitting on the chair for a really long time. So let's have this. Stand up, guys.
Turn it up. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a hot one to hold. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. That I can make your hands clap. That I can make your hands clap. That I can make your hands clap. My flesh is searching for your worst and best, don't ever deny. I'm like a stranger, give me danger, all you're wrong and you're right. Secrets on my way to the freeway, you're a keeper of crabs. Feel no conviction, grips of wrath can only sweeten your wine. But you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. That I can make your hands clap. 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 So can I get a hand clap?
Amazing. Thank you, people. Cool. So let me get back to my screen sharing. Thank you, Netflix. Okay, yeah. So welcome everyone to join this session. And let me check how many delegates here. Amazing, we have 31 delegates here. So welcome to the Building a Culture That Nurtures Leadership for LCEB's check. So I saw so many people checking here. Yeah. I love your energy. Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia. I also saw some delegation from Japan. Welcome everyone. So yeah, are you ready for Energizer? Of course, we're ready. My lovely CC Dara. Oh, cool. Yes. Woohoo. Yeah. So welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself first. So the people in front of the screen wearing a really like weird green color t-shirt is me. My name is Tony, and I'm your current regional manager of Asia Pacific, ED Finance, 2021 generation. And I was the MCP 1920 of ISA in Taiwan. So this is my Instagram. Feel free to follow me. So it's also welcome to like keep in touch with all of you. I know some of you still study, you still getting into school. I hope you're not skip the class to join the session. If you do so, I still really appreciate your efforts and also you're willing to learn while how you can lead your new generation begins. Yeah. So in this session, we're talking about culture and also how culture can nurture leadership. So hello LCVPs, welcome to join this chat. And this is my photo when I was LCP to did my LCEB's time. So yeah, let's whole experience that we get here. Cool. So let me start to tell you two stories. In the beginning of these two stories, this is a story I want to talk about, something regarding cultures. The first story, sorry, yeah, so it was happening when I was MCP. So the people was there, and also I think some of the delegation, maybe you are in there. If you join our national conference, because we're also open for national conference for international delegates. Maybe some of you are LCVP members before. I think lots of delegation from Japan also attend that conference. So I just want to let you know about when I was MCP, I realized how to shape the culture within different types of part. First, our award. We want to make sure all the delegates to will fully engage and also involved in this part, and also understand about how value asset is. So our award also named as 6 values: striving for excellence in product function, acting sustainably in finance department, enjoying participation in the TN award, and also the different types of award. We also have one best LC award, which is activating leadership. So people will, at that moment, they're really striving for excellence and know what kind of behavior they want to shape up in this entity. When they get on stage, they also share the topics, also share the story about the reason why we run for this award and want to make this entity happen. So that's the reason why we stand up for this award and we achieve it, the behavior we own as our LC. So at that moment, ISEC Taiwan is really emphasized about how 6 value can let the ISECers can change their life and also to become the better leaders in the future. Not only about the award, we also do the weekly newsletter and also our daily Facebook post in our internal communication. We share what's the worst happening. We share the weekly news, share from other YouTube channel, other YouTubers that generate some content to share what's global happening every Tuesday. Every Wednesday, we share about the leadership stories from different LC. Every Thursday, we talk about some lead topic. We share some famous people. They share about how they can manage the leadership well. So imagine that when you join ISEC, you can see lots of the information, lots of opportunities, or even lots of the news or stories behind of them. This is the thing we want to shape in the organization. We want to build out the future leader, global leaders of ISEC in Taiwan. Because everyone, I think you already know, Taiwan is a really small island of an entity, and like sometimes we have a lot of like conflicts or even really like see a complicated political issue with other people, other entities. But I'm not going to talk about this. But the more thing is that how ISEC in Taiwan really relevant to this society. We want to build out the future leaders that can connect to the world. That's the reason why I track a lot of efforts, a lot of things happen today. So when I become the regional managers, when I get back to visit my entity, so many people mention about, oh, at that moment, I know 1920 MC, they do lots of efforts to let us know we are the global leaders in the future. So that's the first story I want to tell to you. The second story, you see the photo here, like this is my LCEPs. So yeah, when I was LCP, I also did this LCPs there. But at that moment, I don't know what this culture means. I don't know how to shape the culture. I just tell it, let's drive the performance, let's drive the exchange, let's drive a lot of exchange numbers, let's do lots of things there. And so many initiatives and so many actions we need to do, just go for it. And we just tell the middle structure, tell the managers, tell the team leader, tell the members that, okay, we need to do exchange because this is the result we want to see. This is the direction we want to see. After 1 year, we lose almost all of our membership. We lost a lot of like the people that feel committed in ISEC. We talk about what ISEC these else ISEC NTPU, my home LC, what does it mean into this campus? No one could say. They just mentioned about we are really hardworking, like work from day and night, and also really like skip the class a lot. And also people won't feel about like they feel committed about ISEC. So yeah, don't do that. Like if you are skip a class a lot, you are the LCP right now, so don't do that. I know that ISEC works a lot, but talking back upon this, something is missing. Like something is missing about we are here just like to create the workers here, but we are not here to create leaders. So in the end of the day, I leave a lot of regrets. I also say sorry to my successor that I didn't do it well. Although we do lots of achievement, we do lots of things there, we also become the best LC of this entity. But for sure, we lost a lot of things. This is the stories I want to talk to you, and there are the moments are living our values and our moments we didn't. Of course, I also faced the same experience before. I'm the person who did it, who make the mistake, and also trying to get back and learn a lot when I was MC members. So that's the reason why I want to talk with you in this space and also engage, like to invite all of you to get into this conversation, because we are here is not talking about okay how many exchange performance, how many like EY initiative, how many results we want to see, but we are here also talking about the values, because in the end of the day, the people will only remember the values, remember the culture, remember all the things that we can think how we can lead this organization better, lead our LC better. So this is the session objective for today. I want you to understand about how current culture affects the leadership pipeline, understand the practice that nurture engagement and succession, and also map out the change needed in their team and the entity. So I hope all of you don't make the same mistake as me, but I really want all of you to have a really great conversation with the people here from different entities, different countries. We can sit in down and talk about how we can build out a better culture into our LC. Because the culture is not the responsibility of your LCP. It's all of us. We are represent these LC leaders to shape the culture that everyone knows about. Oh, I say in Ta, I say in XSU, I say in which LC, they really strive for their excellence and have really great impression in their mind. So the part one, I'd like to know about debriefing what culture is. So here's some of the myths about the culture. I think if you think about like you also have the same opinion about culture, we can also like put +1, or then you can like text that, oh, I also like thinking these kind of topics in before. So culture is not a value you put on the website. You put on website as a title is that, okay, I want to shape the culture is that we are living harmony. So put harmony on there. So the culture will be there. Oh, the culture is not people getting along, and it's not people being friends. So usually if your LC culture is like, okay, we are the family culture, we are the friends culture, that is not a culture, because the people usually get there, they will become like the self of belongings. That's the reason why we shape the family culture. But that is not the types of the culture. And culture is not fluffy. It's not the things that, oh, culture is so fancy. Like we just say it, but we don't do that. Or culture was about perks, bottom up. Culture is only top down. Like it doesn't mean just anything. But what does a culture mean? Or even what does come in your mind when you think about culture? Feel free to type in the chat room. What is the impression about culture? A culture is what unites people toward one vision. It is a shared assumption that drives how people perceive, think, and feel. So maybe you'll think about culture, maybe it's like the things is not like can be measurable or be really tangible topic. But culture is about the things start from our behavior, start from all the things we do. And also in every day, we unite the people there and also to toward one vision. So here's keyword over there, one vision. So the culture is always start beginning with your vision you create as an LC. With as a vision, of course, is PC for humankind's potential. The way we do is our sixth value. So building a culture that nurtures leadership, what does it mean? It's about a pipeline, of course. So we're not here like every moment when we take in a higher role. I think some of LC experience that, okay, your LCEB start to approaching you, you want to take in higher role or not, and the reason why you want to do it. But it's not about like when the selection season, election season happening and you start to approach people. It all begins from the things you start from now, start from today until the end of your term. So building a culture that nurtures the leadership. And what are the shared basic assumptions or drives now that people perceive, think, and feel about leadership position in ISA? So it's all about strategy and culture. Strategy offers a normal logic for the company's goals and orient people around them. And culture expresses goals through values and beliefs in and guide activities through shared assumption and group norms. So it's really like the things that are mutual. They also need to cooperate each other to make all your strategy matter, all your direction matters. So strategy means the things you want to drive, you want to direct the vision over there. But the culture is to support the people feel committed. They want to build our strategies over there. The strategy objective increase the number of people applying for leadership positions. Of course, we are a leadership-oriented organization. So orientation organization. So that's the reason why the strategy objective is all there. We want to nurture more people that are willing to take higher roles, but they're not here to say, okay, because no one take, I will take it. This is not a value we want to only realize it, right? So 1 year, and then the people when they come and you just mention about, okay, right now no people want to apply. Do you want to apply? Do you want to take the leadership position? And then how the valuable leadership position we mentioned in ISET, we'll put a question mark. So the when we talk about the pipeline, you also mentioned about 4 parts: succession planning, training and development, reward and recognition, and member engagement. So relate back to the culture. What are the shared assumptions and group norms that determine how people perceive, think, and feel about the key strategies? So when you have these 4 topics in your mind, when you talk about succession planning, when you talk about training and development, when you talk about reward and recognition, when we talk about awards, and also the member engagement, what do you think in your current state your LC may have? When they think about succession planning, they'll think about, oh, the transition is bad. Like no, like my previous team don't like fuck up, they don't mention about the things. Or when we talk about succession planning, like people say, oh, this LC have really great like foundation about the transition, about the succession part, and also we all commit our culture, connect and beyond. Talk about training and development. What kind of training system you have on LC? What are the key things you manage to put into your culture? For example, we encourage the innovation, or we engage in a fundamental capacity build up. And then it also reflect to the things you have. Reward recognition, what kind of award you have in your LC, and also how they recognize the vision you want to achieve through the culture. And member engagement, what kind of your LC meeting, your whole like the function meeting looks like, and also what kind of coaching involved of it. So that's the reason why people want to join your meeting. I'll give you one song. You can think about this part when you talk about your LC in the current situation, in current stage, or you have already experienced for 1 month already. So what assumption maybe the people will put in their mind. So I'll give you one song, and also you can think about it. Feel free to type your opinion into the chat room, and also later on we can share together.
Now and then, your name comes up in conversation with my friends. I hate how much I feel it right there in my chest. I hate how much I feel it, yeah. Like, how are you? It seems like things are going really well for you. I wish that I could say the same about me too. I wish that I could say the same. And boy, you know I've tried to pray, I've bruised my knees, I've tried to bring you back to me. I've tried my best to find some kind of peace. Don't you see? There's a big black hole where my heart used to be, and I tried my best to fill it up with things I don't need. It don't work like that, no, it's not easy to fill this gap that you left in me. There's a big black hole where my heart used to be, and I wish that you would realize I'm all that you need. It don't work like that, no, it's not easy to fill this gap that you left in me. Without a trace, you disappeared and took some of me with you, babe. Like the way I used to laugh until my belly ached. Well, that's all gone away now, yeah. And boy, you know I've tried to pray, I've bruised my knees, I've tried to bring you back to me. I've tried my best to find some kind of peace. Don't you see? There's a big black hole where my heart used to be,
Okay, time's up. So I would like to invite like the two people, if you like to share what are the things you observe and also what are the assumption that you are thinking about it. So feel free to open your mic or just let me know if you want to share. Type your name here, and I will pick you to share what is the opinion or what is the observation you're having right now. Who want to share? Let me check. Oh, okay. Yeah, Xiao Tian from Malaysia.
Yep. Hi everyone. My name is Tian from Malaysia. I apologize for not opening my camera. But okay, so one thing that the shared assumptions that about group norms that people will often determine and perceive is that I think sometimes people would think that they are a bit troublesome and stressful, especially when they don't really understand why we are doing the strategies that we are actually, like we plan the strategies and then we tell them, but sometimes they feel stressed out because they don't really understand why we're doing what we're doing. So yeah, that's one of the things that I can think of.
Amazing. Thank you, Xiao Tian. I think that's always like the really hot topic when we talk in LC side, right? Like when you talk to your friends sitting beside of you, or even your like any classmate in your like the campus, like when they mention about Isaac, what are things we are doing right now? They just thinking about okay, where are the people holding a laptop and keeping going around, and also like keeping talking about the meeting from day and night, a lot of like things over there. I think Xiao Tian is a really good point. I will also want to invite another person who would like to share like what is the observation. So we have one people from Malaysia here already. Let me hear more voice here. We have 40 people here. People, don't be shy. You are LCBs already, so it's okay to share in this global plenary. I don't know if Mimi want to share because I saw you tap in the Malaysia in the group chat. Mimi, are you here? Mimi from Japan.
Hi.
Hello.
So my OC members like respect each other's opinion and like respect individuals, but like many people does not like say critical about others' opinion, and like attitudes and like behaviors toward Isaac are like not like the same thing. And also like people are afraid of going outside of LC and like joining like global like conference. So I want to like make members to be proud of like being Isaacers as I do, I think. Yeah.
Good job, Mimi. Thank you. Yeah, I saw lots of the delegates, especially like from Japan. They also go to like other entities to visit their visit their national conference, embrace diverse culture. That's really good job. So arigato gozaimasu, Mimi. So we can move to the next part. Let's talk about the step back. So values shape behaviors. When Xiaotian and also like Mimi mentioned about the thing, the values, things we want to let everyone know, right? Sometimes like it all reflects our behaviors. Do we have a clear or really like concrete behaviors? For example, we empower people to go outside for to attend other conference experience. It means that we want to build up more people like connect to other entities and also have more like international learning environment. And then behavior shape action. What we did, we provide lots of opportunities. We let everyone know this is the opportunity you can go. We also maybe when they join the induction of the recruitment, they will also understand about in ISA you can join different kinds of opportunities. You can attend other conference to know what's happening in the world. Action create culture. So it's a mutual way. If we don't have a specific actions that we can shape the general behaviors, and then the values cannot over there. In the end of the day, what shapes the culture over there? So right now, I will let you have a paper and pen ready have a space on your laptop to take some notes. Later on, I'll give you some like kind of the question there, and you can feel free to write it down and also make sure you can take the scores or take it down what's a note in there. So what actions show us this? Culture means that what are the shared assumptions and group norms that determine how people perceive, think, and feel about key situation, right? So in these 4 elements. So here's some guiding question. What actions show you how people perceive leadership role? What actions show you people how they think about leadership role? And then what actions show you how people feel about the leadership role in different areas? So what are the actions of those that apply higher role, what are the actions of those that apply for higher leadership roles, and what are the actions of those that do not apply for higher leadership role? So please take out the paper. I think you can start to observe some of the things already have in your LC, or like to think about what are the actions we can directly to see the people if they're willing to take leadership role or not. What kind of the behaviors or actions to reflect to them. And when it feels about leadership role, what are the behaviors that you observe in your LC? So I'll give you also one song to think about these topics. Feel free to write it down. Also later on you can share what is the thoughts. And don't forget, if you're not you're shy to share, it's okay. Chat room is always the best thing. You can also directly type it down and also keep more conversation here. Because we're LCEB already, we also want to really enjoy in this conference to make sure we can get more learnings from each other. So feel free to directly type in the chat room.
Everyone has weakness, I don't mind being honest. I can take off my guard and show you my scars. No need to be indecisive, don't wanna be afraid no more. Cause you know, no matter what they say, you gotta get things going on. I'm not perfect, yeah, I'm a determined soul. Every little step seems so slow, don't want a body take control. Something indescriptive and audible. Let me show you if you choose to believe it. When you aiming high, I'm aiming higher. I'll be running fast when you feel tired. You try to play a game, tricks are all the same. I'm getting stronger, so hey, I'm not too bothered. When you aiming high, I'm aiming higher. I'll be running fast when you feel tired. You try to play a game, tricks are all the same. I'm getting stronger, so hey, I'm not too bothered. Aim high, I aim high, aim high, aim high, I aim high, aim high, aim high.我不想再等了，我的声音是我的，我要大声地唱，让旋律在时间里荡，甩掉所有的假想，亦或是加上你那些怀疑。All eyes on me， 让人分不清自己，不完美的让我骄傲，固执的无可救药。But I'm gonna make my mom proud， 我相信她知道，她知道，不要别人来教我怎么做，那就往前走，不要停留，无法言喻的力量牵动着我。You aiming high, I'm aiming higher. I'll be running fast when you feel tired. You try to play a game, tricks are all the same. I'm getting stronger, so hey, I'm not too bored.
Okay, yeah. So right now, I would like to, after this reflection time, I would like you to divide into different breakouts room. So yeah, still have like 6 people in one group, and then you can feel free to share the question there. I also screenshot to the delegation group, so then you can receive the question over here. So yeah, let's talk about like what other things you think about the people when they take in the leadership role, and what is the behaviors, or even what other things they are thinking about of it. Okay, so I'll put a guiding question in the chat room already. So, Dura, are you ready for the breakouts? Amazing. So see you later, people. I will see you in 10 minutes. Okay, waiting for rest of 2 people. They're still in here.
They are yet to join.
Okay,
They have been invited, they have not joined.
okay. Just assign in to other breakouts.
Okay.
I think they didn't. They just didn't join. But
Yeah, they just didn't join. They have been assigned a property.
Okay. Sure, Nori. Because I think we just want them to share first and warm up a little bit.
Yeah. So I have put it at 10 minutes timer. Is it okay?
Yeah, put 10 minutes first. Okay, yeah, I'm get back. Sorry, I didn't inform you because I just realized, okay, they really need
I
help.
thought there was some technical problem or something like that. That's why I asked you
No
directly.
worry.
Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. We have these so many people in our chat
Yeah.
because compared to other chat room.
And all have joined.
Mm. Yeah, I think it will be more and more people to join.
Around 48 people joined till last count of the making breakout room. So basically, I have to create breakout rooms again and again because people are increasing. So
Exactly.
the last count was 48. So basically, 46 people are there considering us too.
Mm. Okay.
So we have 6 minutes remaining.
Hmm?
6 minutes remaining.
Okay.
Should I broadcast the message?
Hmm?
Can I broadcast the message? 6 minutes remaining.
Yes, just do it. Amazing.
Should I assign him to some room?
Yeah, sure. I just onboard him first.
Yeah. I have to
Hello,
come.
can you hear me? He's still connecting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. He joined the wrong link or something like that.
He just left?
Yeah, easily left.
Okay. Weird, but it's fine.
We can take a cool picture till that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we glad.
Yes.
One more.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Amazing. How are you? Like having I think it's the fourth day of the conference already.
Yeah, it's quite good. I'm sleep deprived, but quite good. I'm
Oh,
enjoying
really?
the conference. Yeah.
Mm.
So day before yesterday, me and Brian were basically preparing the quiz and everything for the global village and everything, and it happened everything at the last minute. So basically, didn't got to sleep at that time.
Can you imagine? Like, oh my god, so many things happen last minute. I can imagine how hard is it.
And last day, yesterday, I was basically like in the away of the global village and everything, so I was not able to sleep. The global village
Oh
was really so
wow.
good, man. Really so good.
I
Enjoyed
love
a
it.
lot. Yeah, I really loved it.
Yeah.
People basically complained
Is
that
this
why
a
was it so short?
true, only 1 hour. Like
Yeah,
time is so short. Like
so short.
don't have time to fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the first global village in Isaac?
No. So I was the core committee vice president for a local village in my LC. So
Mm-hmm.
this is my second global village, like a virtual global village.
Mm,
I have been to a physical
mm.
global village too.
So it's hosting your LC, right? Like,
Yeah, it was in my LC, like in the ISAC in India at that time.
how was it?
It was great, really great. Basically, so being a core committee president, I have to bring delegates from other countries, like to there, arrange them. But we are not able to arrange any. But at the last moment, we got around 18 people from other countries, and the global village was the best that Nagpur ever had, like my LC ever had. So that was
Wow.
really amazing.
Can't imagine how amazing it is.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Because of COVID, we just can't have the virtual global village. If like we have a time to have physical global village, then like that'll be
No.
totally different. Like the
Yeah.
things, the culture, the things over
Yeah.
there, that'll be definitely different.
Physical is really completely different. But I was just trying to make the best of the situation that I currently have. That's why I enjoyed virtual Giggle very much.
True, exactly. But when did you join Isaac?
Okay, so I joined ISAC in around 2019. And then after 1 year, I basically left my local level and I become the entity control board chair for ISAC in Latvia, which I am currently in. Whose term I will be ending in around August 31st. After that, I will be thinking to apply for RST or something like that. Because I am
Cool.
yet to complete my graduation, so I can't apply for MC or anything like that.
Nah, no worry. But I think this time still open. Yeah, so it still can count. We have one people here.
Hi, Patrick. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Patrick. Yeah, so later on we'll get back to the session. Where are you from? Which entity you are?
From Philippines.
The Philippines. Okay. So we're about to close the space, but no, you can still stay here because I will going to start the session in 2 minutes, like in next part. So you're
sure.
LCVP, right?
Yeah. So I was late.
Okay.
I had
worry.
class, that's why.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, always hard to like have a class and also all the things need to get here. Cool.
Yeah.
So no worry, just wait for other people. So direct just like you still have 1 minute, right? Okay. Thank you for the reminding.
60 seconds.
Oh, we have another people here. Hello. So that everyone's getting back. Or it's just new people here. Okay.
They are getting back.
Okay. Okay, people, we are waiting for other people to come by. Oh, I can see more faces here. Amazing. And feel free to change our background, like the background for today. So later on, we also have another session part of it. Okay, so thank you, Direct. So yeah, people just feel free. So I just want to know like how does the discussion look like? Anything you want to share in your group observation? What are things when you think about this part? So anyone would like to share? You can type your name in your chat, in chat room, and we'll. Okay. Oh, someone raised their hand. Okay, you can go.
Hey, I'm Five. I'm from Bangladesh, and so at something like we talked about in our breakout room, and how actually people think what leaders are. So sometimes they think like what leaders are. They are going to if you're not going to do the job because you know the base, you are the leader of our, and you're going to do the work. So they want to like do the work for us. So it's kind of sometimes you can do it. So leaders you going to be gonna do it for you. So it's kind of a common people thinks about it, but we think like it's not the right culture. So a leader should do something to set the right culture in an entity. Thus, he or she can be the example, be the role model for the entity. Also, sometimes the thing like we need to be the like some parents for the entity. Like sometimes we need to stricter for them, sometimes we need to be friendly or empathic for them as they can grow themselves, and we are here to guide them, not to work for them. We are going, but also we need to keep our mind we need to point out like we can do everything. We are also humans, like we can do mistakes, and also but we need to know how to manage people, how to manage the entity, how to manage our members, and thus they can bring out the best version of themselves. And yeah, also sometimes we want to some leaders want to want the higher roles but if you want to apply for the higher roles, you have to take the responsibility, and you have to maintain the responsibility, and you have to know what kind of role you are playing and how you're going to be the role model for your entity. Yeah, that's how from our breakout.
Amazing. Thank you for Fazi from Bangladesh. Welcome, and also really appreciate like your conversation, also the thing you bring. Amazing. So next one we'll welcome Gurika from Philippines. You can open your mic.
Yes, hello everybody. So I'm Jerica. I'm LCBP IGV from the Philippines. And something that we talked about in our breakout room, we actually aligned a few with how people would think or see or feel about leadership roles. So something that I shared with my group is that people would often perceive leadership roles as a big responsibility, and they really do think that it's all about the work, and they forget about the people side of being a leader. And of course, how they feel about it, they're really scared because something that's in their mind is that, oh, I'm gonna be a leader, meaning I have to be very responsible, I have to carry all the work, I have to carry all my members, have to carry my team. And something that I shared with my group as well, with the actions of those who actually step up and apply for higher leadership roles, is that I split it into two reasons. One, I got really blunt with this, but like the first reason is people take on high roles because one, they got so inspired by other people or by their predecessors that they want to create the same impact. Or two, they had a really bad experience and they want to change that leadership, which is why they want to step up and take the higher role instead. And of course, for the third question, what are the actions that for those who do not apply for higher leadership roles? I think it's rooted to, the common perception of people that it's scary or they might not be able to handle it. Either that or they decide to apply for other opportunities within ISEC because, all of us should also have a mindset that you shouldn't, taking on a higher role doesn't mean that's the only way for you to make a change in the org or to become a leader. So yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you, Jerica. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Like, I totally agree what you mentioned about like sometimes like the people who want to take leadership role, it means that they want to connect the impact or they want to be the like solution to like change all the things over there. That's quite amazing. So talking back, what kind of experience like is a really long lasting Isaac? I think that's a question I want to ask everyone. Do you want to become a leader like to inspire people, or you are here just like to create another like the drama and also make people feel about okay, to deal with all the solution over there? Really nice sharing. So yeah, here's an observation I would like to share with you. Whether they apply for leadership role or not, like some action they will have. They book the one-to-one to seek understand the role and their relationship with their direct team leader. So these are the main things will also affect them to think about if they would like to apply or not. And also talk about leadership position, like try new things and apply different opportunities. Spoke up about the things that they did not like and execute and achieve their goals and ask for help. So this is some observation we observe the people who like to take the leadership position or even what kind of action they were thinking about they would like to take. And then talking about behavior, even though we have we like to invite you to have more sharing time, but because time is limited, so later I will directly share my observation about this part. So yeah, here's also some guiding question you can thinking about when we talk about the behaviors that we have. You can bring back to your EBs to discuss what the action behaviors when we think about taking leadership position. So here's some observation. When we talk about behaviors, it's more general, like because action is more specific, like what the real thing you will need to do. The behavior is more like the general things you observe about others. So proactive, disrespectful, encouraging, excitement, or ignorance. So these are the behaviors we may see if the people are willing to do or they feel disconnecting to ISA or in your LC. About leadership position, like sometimes they are striving to achieve their targets, or some of the people they don't make excuse, or the people they will make excuse. And we talk about value, what value shape the behaviors want to see. And here's also some questions. I know like some people, we already know the 6 values if you join the EVA session before, and also when you check the ISEC, the toolkit, all the things that are here. So these are the observation when we talk about the values. If you are the leaders, your role modeling, your work ethic, or like you're really busy. Achievement over learning, learning over achievement. So are you a person like you're focusing more on achievement, you're focused more on learning? It also reflects what kind of value and also shape your team. So the experience I shared before, right? Like, am I the person who focus on the achievement, what effect to the team? Am I the person focused on learning and how effect to the team? But I wanted that to know that there's no right answer. If you focus on achieving more, the people are going to remind you, or like you can think more about, did you share more about the achievement, the value behind of the achievement, and then you let the people feel, oh, I know why you really want to achieve it. When you let people you are more focused on learning, please make sure to think about what other achievement you want to put into every members. Because we're here to have the achievement, right? If we don't have achievement here, we don't have really great experience or memories here, and then how we can feel committed or connected to take the future leadership position. And then take responsibility or not, lead to serve or only up to their mistakes. So these are the things I also like some observation when we think about the people they will take leadership role or not. And yeah, so these are conclusions we may think, and we'll get into the part 2, the current state. So right now I have a paper ready to have a space to laptop or take notes. Choose an answer from each slide. Keep in mind the points. So then I will show you the 4 options. Each options have their points. So keep in mind about what kind of points you have. And you can screenshot or anything you want, and also can check the site's output. So yeah, this is talk about your frequency, about the behaviors you have, actions and behaviors you have in your LC. You can reflect on that. For first point will be none. Second point will be 2 points will be some, and 3 points will be mostly. 4 points will be always. So are you ready? So grab your pen or grab your laptop to have some place to take the notes. The first is like perception towards leadership position is undesirable, or some perception towards leadership position is undesirable. 3, some perception towards leadership position is undesirable. And the 4th part is most perception toward leadership position is desirable. So I'll show these slides for 5 seconds, and then you can choose your point. If you are the person who think about undesirable, desirable. 3, 2, 1. Next one, feeling thinking towards leadership position is undesirable, or some feeling thinking towards leadership position is undesirable. If you are a person think about some feeling thinking towards leadership position is desirable, or you always mostly feeling thinking towards leadership position is desirable. When you see the position over there, say, I really want to take it. Or you say, nah, I'm okay, or so-so. Next one, no supporting behaviors towards succession planning, or some supporting behaviors towards succession planning. Mostly supporting behaviors towards succession planning, or lots of supporting behavior towards succession planning. It means that when we talk about like the transit to next turn, or when you receive anything from your predecessor, do you feel like you feel lots of the support system, or even like when you feel really connected, they are really like hold each other to make this LC moving forward to your future? So you can rate the score here from 1 to 4. Next, no supporting behaviors toward training and development. Some supporting behaviors toward training and development, mostly supporting behaviors to training and development, or lots of supporting behaviors. So when you think about like when you deliver the function meeting, do some training in your LC, when you ask LCEBs, do you think like you'll see the whole team that really support for each other, or like the things you observe the people that were really willing to engage and also develop learning to a team, or you feel like, okay, the people don't feel committed of it, they feel really lack of it. And next part, no supporting behaviors toward IR, some, mostly, and lots of. When we talk about reward and recognition, do you see that people when they receive the award is more bonded to each other, more committed to this LC, or the people they think about, okay, I just got the award, but nothing. And then talking about member engagement, do you see the supporting behaviors between these parts? Do you feel the people, they feel reconnected? Or you think about, okay, the member just come here, attend the function meeting, and then they leave. Even they fuck up lots of time, they skip a lots of function meeting lots of time. What kind of things you observe in your LC from 1 to 4? Leaders don't appreciate feedback and put into action. Leaders somewhat appreciate feedback and put in action. Leaders mostly appreciate feedback and put into action. You can think about your LCP. If they're the person who is really willing to receive your feedback and also they directly change it or put into the action to make sure all the things were countable. So rate from 1 to 5, if your leaders, what kind of types of leader you're experiencing right now, or in the whole LC. And leaders rarely fulfill responsibility. I really fulfill responsibility and promise. Did your LCP or previous leader in your LC, they are really deliver the promise and also fulfill their responsibilities? Rate from 1 to 4. And leaders rarely recognize contribution to members, or you always have an LC space that really open space to recognize the people. Okay, you really did do a great job. So that's the reason why I appreciate you a lot. So do you have this space in your LC? And leaders rarely inspire actions being role models, or leader always inspire action by being role models. Are you the leaders that really bring the role model into your members? Is there LCP you see because he's really an LCP, he's doing a lot of role modeling, that's the reason why I want to be her members. Rate from 1 to 4. And leaders rarely act inclusively and learn from diverse opinions. Or leaders mostly act inclusively and learn from diverse opinions. So is your LC really open for the different types of the things, different types of the opinions in the group? Or they just like, okay, yes or no, we are only allowed one voice in your LC. Now, right now, please take your count. Like you can count how much points you got. So you can type in chat room, like maximum will be 48. So it shouldn't be like the 50. So you can type in the chat room like how much score you get based on these activities. So please let me know from 1 to 48 how much you have right now. And which statement is stood out of you. So how much score you get, let me know. 32. Thank you, Jaslyn from Indonesia. 33, 31. Oh, 34. Not bad. Like most of people that are 30 right now, over the 30, 35. Cool. 30. Amazing. Yeah. So based on these topics, I would like to think about what's your realization, or even what thing that stuck in your mind. Or you think about, okay, something I can improve more to become a leader and also to embrace the culture over there. And then we're doing some practical, like the workshop, we'll have some activity space to talk about how to visualize the desired stage. So talking about strategies, we offer the formal logic for companies' goals and orient around them. The culture expresses the goal through values and beliefs, and guide them activities through shared assumption and group norms. So these are the things we really appreciate or encourage the people, like if there are lots of the supporting behaviors into this part. Or like, because when we get back to here, right? Values shape behaviors, behavior shapes action, action shapes the culture. So in this part, I would like to have some space to let you know about what are the things we are going to work and discuss in your LC. So the question to answer is that how can we move from our current to desired state for being more conscious of the culture that exists in our LC and how it affects our strategy execution? So how we influence on this? So later on, I'll give you some activities you can discuss about these topics about in your LC. So later on, we'll have a breakout. It will also reflect what kind of topic you're talking about. So then you can have some guiding question over here to talk about how we can shape the culture in this part. What needs to involve? If you want to build out a really great succession planning, what are the things we need to have? What does the core activities look like? For example, you need to really have the strong the commitment to build out a team together, or you need to have some the really great behaviors, daily check-in with your team to have a really great succession planning. Who is responsible for what? How does it influence the recruitment, and how does it influence the way that you do the team management? So these are the what are the behaviors that need from leadership team? So these are 6 behaviors we have here, right? So in conclusion, the succession planning, the output, no matter what kind of thing initiative you want to build up, but in nowadays, you can also mention about what are 6 values you want to mention and put into this part of the succession planning. Second, we talk about training and development. So also the same. If you want to deliver in your LC to do some training, what are the things we want to emphasize? What are the behaviors we want to encourage people here? Reward and recognition. Talk about the award, what kind of award you want to build up, and also what are the things we can start to initiate in your LC. Final part, membership engagement. What are the things you want to make sure that a member will engage there? What initiative we can have? And So later on, you will be allocated into different breakouts. I'll also send you this link. So directly can help me to send the links to the group. So I would like you. Later on, we'll have a breakout rooms, and these spreadsheet. These slides will also provide the working space. You can base on your space you are going to work, and then discuss with your team what are the guiding questions, and also what are the answers come your mind to build out a better culture in different types of the team parts. So yeah, so later on, I will give you around like 25 minutes. You can start to work on this space. 20 minutes to work on this space, and then I will get it back in 25th, and then we can share about some of the results we can have in your team. So there we can start to allocate the people in the breakouts. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Thank you, Dora. I think we still have 2 people haven't been allocated. Yes. Amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Yui, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No. The third one. Who is the third one?
Oh.
Someone has just
Yui.
Yui.
I think he's still in here. So I have 20 minutes for them to discuss of it. So I think 15 minutes and 10 minutes and 5 minutes do some remote to do the podcast broadcasting to the group.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. Well, time flies. We still have 30 minutes, 24 minutes, and then we'll get back to main plenary.
Yeah. Just tell me when I have to open the breakout rooms and everything, so that I will be open 1 minute before only, like the broadcast message and everything.
Sure. Thank you. Amazing. You're also saying to the delegate group. Good job. -1.
So I had a question for you, like, what is it like to be a regional manager?
Interesting question.
Yeah.
I think like especially when I was MCP of 1920,
Yeah.
we have the conference which is APLS hosting Cambodia in 2019. So at that moment, we observe something about Isaac. It's like the people here that we are just ask them like to fill in the spreadsheet and do lots of things, deliver lots of session, but we don't see like what are the passionate point or even desire point for people that attend this conference. And we are thinking about something is missing, like the behaviors or even values we're missing. So at the moment, we give the feedback space into AI and also visual office at the moment. And also we are thinking about something need to get back from Isaac. So I think that's the most powerful moment. Like during the midnight, we ask AI and visual office we need to change the session because it's not like it's not relevant. It's not like we cannot make the delegates have a really great experience, and everything changed. So at the moment, I just realized thinking about I think this organization can change really easily, and also this is the things that I really see like Eva really want to bring the values of us are being bring back, and also we can see that more people they feel really engaged and connected. So that's the reason why I also thinking about if I need to choose the taking the leadership or not, and I'm still considering about it. But like I still like thinking about should I get a job right now or even like to take the regional office role. But the moment I really want to step up is like I think AP still have lots of potential to grow together, and also I really want to see like if there's one chance that me represent of us in Taiwan, like this entity really small, but I think that we do have lots of potential and also a lot of the experience and learning from this organization. That's the reason I want to bring these things, bring to other entities to share my stories and also to share like the thing I can change in this entity. Because I think like some of entities face a lot of difficulties of lots of like the challenge in there, but you just need to like 1 year can change everything. So I just want to try my best to use this year to let them know about, hey, I also make some mistake in this part, so don't do that again. I also get some great learning from this part. I just want to let all the MCP knows that, okay, you can be the change. You can change anything, like, but be aware of us. Something I remind you when I was MCP before, and I really want to. These things can change and start in this term. So that's the reason why I write my application. But most tricky part is like, when I apply for it, there's also another girl like MC from Cambodia. She's also applying for it. I'll say, okay, let's become teammate together. And then I passed, and she told me that because she need to find a job, her parents not allow her to take it Isaac anymore. So she's quit. She didn't like continue her selection process, and only me to be there. So I said, oh my god, like what happened? You did to me. Like I'm the only one MCP to apply for this position. But so far it's good. Like it's a really great experience to work with my team right now, and also I really value this region of experience. It's really amazing right now.
That's great. That was really great to hear. So, what are your future plans after this? Like, are you applying for AI or something?
Good question. I talked to myself like this is my last year to being like in Isaac because I see myself as a gap year.
Okay.
Till 25th. So I think that's like about to end my Isaac journey. So my future plan is like I may to for sure maybe I'll take the GT or the global partners opportunities maybe in the future. I still want to like to enjoy like these opportunities and also what Isaac still brings me. And maybe I will take two ways. I will choose some like the international NGOs or NPOs. Like if I have a chance to like the organization also do some like the leadership training or even support youth to find their purpose. That's really like the things are really relatable. Because that's also Isaac us like to see what is our potential and also to see what can we change, make some change. So I still want to work in these parts of the organization in different ways. But now in Isaac, in different organization, maybe I can learn more, or even like to have some other opportunities to learn from it. Secondly, my second option will be maybe I'll work in like some tourism company because I also really love tourism. So it's really different, right? So I also thinking about maybe I can work in tourism or even some companies I was the OGV VP before. So I really value like how OGV like this product, also seeing the value behind of it. I still want to do some like the tourism is not only about like, okay, push people, send a group of people to go out and travel, but it's also about like what kind of the traveling experience can make some change about these people. So I'm seeking for these opportunities and also looking for it. So let's see how it works.
That's really great to hear. You have sorted everything sorted, right?
Yeah, like everything's clear, but still need to like have a plan to make it. But still, I need to focus on my work right now because this is my job. I need to work on it. But yeah, rest of part is still looking forward about like how does it look like in my future journey. But I cannot like promise that this is my last year. I don't know, like every time I tell everyone, okay, this is my last year of my essay.
It
Unless
increases.
the photo shows down, right? Why Tony, you are here again? Like how many years you are staying Isaac? They say, okay, that's okay. It's like maybe that just like other like sparkling moment like makes me feel okay. I think it's a time to take care. Yeah. So it's always really interesting.
Yeah, this is something that I have seen in a lot of ISACers. So basically, every time they say that, okay, this is my last year in ISAC, they get so cheered up at the end of the experience, they apply for any other ISAC experience after the
Exactly. Always. Yeah, it's always
and it
happening.
goes on recurring. It goes on recurring, roll after roll, roll after roll. Because I have seen some ECB chairs, though they have still ECB chair. Basically, they are 29 right now, and by the end of their term as a ECB chair, they will become 30. So they will no longer be youth anymore. So they are not eligible to apply for an ISAC position. That's much inspired
True.
people are due to ISAC. Like some people get development, some people hate the drama of ISAC, but some people are really inspired to join this organization, and they like are not just able to leave the organization. Even I have seen so many people going to depression after leaving ISAC. I don't like
Yeah.
they are just not able to digest the normal world after like, wow, what is happening to us? We were LCP, we were MCVP, we were getting so much respect. Then we are in corporate ladder and no one is going to respect us. So they are not able to digest that, right?
True.
So basically, ISAC
Yeah.
should have like a pre-session, like like army persons and everything like that. After you leave ISAC, you should go to a course how to digest. I'm leaving ISAC, something like that.
Yeah, it's always hard. Like, especially I always have some like after LCB turn, I have like 6 months to get prepared for MCVP. So I also have like last 6 months also to reflect myself, okay, what Isaac brings me. Or also another part is I don't just live in Isaac bubble because Isaac do amazing. Like the people here and also the learning environment is quite safe, so we can grow safely and also like grow in the person want to be on the future. But for sure, we need to see what is outside of the world. So still need to like prepare other things and also to grab more books, some readings to prepare like myself to into my next step. So I also like work some small job and also to ask my BOD or SGQ like if there is any job I can also engage, kind of like the short-term task or project I can do it, work on it. So still like it's still good, but don't forget to like also see outside of the world and will you bring back have more energy here. Because like this place is still really good. Even though sometimes it's drama, but still really good. But at least like these are things you can get more, but you are not just served for Isaac, like we are only like 25 years old. We are not rich. We are not don't have lots of things. How to say like we can serve this organization. But every day we are also learning from this part.
That's amazing. So basically, my job to continue for this organization was basically like at local level. I was not able to grow at that much. And when I applied for the ECB chair, so I thought that this is something that a risk that I'm taking on my ISAC career because it was a very bigger position compared to me, who was just a TL and left ISAC at local level. So basically, I left because ECB, being an ECB chair, you can't be allowed to be a part of ISAC, right? So it's according to APIP. So it was a risk for me whether to just leave the local physical experience and not to go for such a big experience, or just be satisfied with such a local experience and apply for the EB. But I choose the ECB chair one, and I thought that till now it is going good because I basically went to entity where ECB was not particularly established, and me and my ECB basically have to start everything from the scratch. So the feeling, like the experience that I got from starting everything from the scratch, like coordinating with the MCPs, then the MC drama and everything, because even MC is not established a lot of the time, right? Then coordinating with the MCR and everything. So that was really amazing, and I got to learn a lot from them. That even made to apply me for the CC position.
That's good. That's pretty good.
And that's what basically rejuvenated my experience in ISAC. So basically, like applying for after I complete my ICB chair, I will be applying for some support teams or something like that. Yeah.
So you're going to apply for like the GST or something, like the ICB
GST,
or something?
RST, even I have the choice of ICB also, like becoming a TL or ICB for customer experience or something like that. So I'm thinking about it right now. I'm taking the time to figure out. Hope no drama arises till that time.
Sure, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, is the people getting back or we have new people here?
No, I have not. Okay, I think we have new people here. Should I assign them to Niru? Hello, hi Jesse.
It's okay.
Oh, hi. I just joined in. Sorry.
No worry. We are about to close the breakout in 2 minutes, and later you can share what other people they are thinking and also their opinions. So yeah, another one is Ding, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stay here. Feel free. So
I'm broadcasting the message. 2 minutes.
sure, 2 minutes. So I still have 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
Let me check what other people they are discussing. Looks cool. Let me just delete some slides here.
Okay. Yeah, 1 minute remaining. Closing.
Okay, later we can get him back. I think we can be on time. Okay, we'll get back everyone here in a few seconds.
Yeah, everyone is back.
Sure. Hello, people. Welcome back. How does the conversation look like? I just checked in the slides and the workspace there. Some of conversations quite good. Like, I think some of the space are really amazing. Yeah, so I also want to like bring some like the question with all of you. Maybe some people can share like what is the output and also this question here. So what is the key learning from this discussion, and also what are the actions you are going to take outside of space, and also what is only our mind, what is the only thing in our mind. So then I would like to invite 2 people. If you want to share what is the discussion output, I can also like share your presentation there, and also what is your finding in your group discussion. So I would like to invite 2 people. So who want to share? Feel free to use the function features of Zoom. You can raise your hands up or type your name in the chat room. I will like highlight you to share with everyone. Which group want to share?
Hi, I'm Xiaotian from
Okay.
Malaysia. I think I can go.
Sure. Yes.
I'm from group 3. If we can share our slides, that
Hold
would be
on.
nice as well. Yeah.
So you are talking about which part?
Succession planning. Number
Succession
3.
planning 3.
3.
Okay.
Slide 11. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Xiaotian from Malaysia, LCVP IGT, and I think one of the main sorry about that. So one of the main thing that we learned, personally, that I got from the entire session was that it's amazing how like a lot of us actually have the same problem, and the same thing that we would like to evolve and change during the succession planning. Firstly, I think it was the thorough documentation of all the data management. I didn't face this problem, but in my workspace there were a few of them who faced the same problem with data management and also thorough documentation of all of that. And also when we talk about earlier planning and succession, I think a lot of us have the same, we share the same sentiments in which we feel that our planning succession was too rushed. So yeah, it was a very how to say, we all share the same sentiments about what needs to be evolved. And regarding like core activities, how does core activities look like in succession planning? What we had was like one of our friends shared about how her LC had buddy groups to motivate each other to attend conferences, and then there were penalty and motivation, and the same goes to like a lot of our LCs as well. We have penalty and motivation and rewards for those who attend conferences, and then we have engagement on our personal social media, like our insider social media, and also strategy review and members involving in the LEC. So who's responsible for what? Naturally, it's always the LCB team. But one of them also mentioned about how they would make members step forward to lead educational spaces or L&D spaces, and I think that's quite good as well because of course we need to expose them. If we want to have them to take up our space, we need to expose them earlier. And how does it influence recruitment? Word by mouth and members to pushing for the recruitment, and also we will be able to align proper personas along the way. And yeah, how does it influence the way we do team management? It is easier to control and track when the planning is done earlier. And the behaviors that are needed from the leadership team, naturally, we need to be resilient and also to be open. Yep, that's a little bit about the team tree. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Team 3, like from Xiaotian. Yeah, because time is limited, I'm really sorry that we cannot have more sharing, but really appreciate Group 3 have really great sharing over here. And yeah, this really great idea and output. So hope you can take all these output and also moving forward and also bring back to your LC discussion. And yeah, there's some final checklist I would like to that you take in notes and also remind you when you bring back to your team. So as LCP, I need to consider these things in my team. First, talk about team. The way I'm the role model in the values and behavior of my EB team, and values and behavior of my VPs. So talking about like the SLC VP, so did your team really role modeling and also do each behavior and action in your whole team? Is the first part. And second is strategy regarding leadership pipeline, succession planning, training development, reward and recognition, membership engagement. These always are the topics when we as a leadership position we need to mention. We can also talk about function development, but don't forget to talk about how we can make sure the pipeline and also all the membership experience there can be well delivered and also shape the culture we want to foresee in the future. And how to do it, how do they influence the statement of a team building, forming, norming, storming, and performing? These behaviors are we showcase when it comes to how we achieve our goal. The shared ownership and team towards achieving our leadership pipeline metrics, and the resource we put towards the member management and development, the way we are recognized of the local chapter. I hope these, like after this session, the whole conversation and also discussion, the question, you can bring back to your LC and also to have your EV discussion to make sure all the things and to have a build out a better future pipeline and also shape the stronger culture in your LC. So yeah, culture is what unites people around a shared purpose, and culture is reflecting action, and culture is influenced by behaviors you reject, and culture is influenceable, and therefore you can influence. In every topic, in every session, you're just beginning of turn. You still have almost 1 year to go. You can share the purpose you want to build on your team, and so you become an influential person to shape the culture in your LC, in your each team. And it depends on how you strive your best and also keep communicating with the team to reflect what is the culture you want to shape and drive our direction. So yeah, we all have a role to play. We are all responsible for 6 values in this organization and in our LC, in our team. So I hope in other day, hope this conversation will help you and also can bring back to this your team discussion and also make sure you build out a future pipeline. So yeah, that's the end of this session. So later on, we still have another session in 10 minutes. I really recommend you go there because it's talk about the Asia Pacific, like different perspective, different kinds of issue, different types of things were happening around Asia Pacific. So I would like to invite you there and also take some 2 minutes break and feel free to get back to the next room. Thank you, every LCBBs here. So see you in the following TLC. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Tony.
Thank you, people.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, so many Malaysia people here. Goodbye. Indonesia, Philippines people. Goodbye. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Bye.